Well, hey, howdy, and welcome to Merv's Service Secrets, the only DIY channel that shows you the brutal reality of do-it-yourself projects. And today, we're going to demonstrate the special kind of gloves people wear when doing certain projects. And trust me, you don't want to skip this video because it's going to be a real handful. Yeah, did you know there's latex gloves, and there's nitrile gloves, there's rubber gloves, and there's good thick leather gloves, and there's even a special kind of glove you probably don't know about what could save your life. Do you know what that glove might be? Well, I'm going to show you that and a whole lot more as I give you my top 10 reasons why I always wear gloves and why you should too. DeMille's behind the camera. Let's get started. Starting with the most obvious, here's the number 10 reason to wear gloves. They keep your hands clean. Ironically, a lot of people think this is the only reason to wear gloves, and guys can be pig-headed. They think getting their hands dirty makes them cooler. It makes for a more manly project that impresses the little fillies. But the reasons to wear gloves go far beyond that. So protecting your manicure and your nail polish, fellas, only ranks number 10 on our list. The number 9 reason to wear gloves: protection from injury. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've shoved my hand deep into a dark hole where it didn't belong or back into a tight space, only to be slashed by a sharp object. Or let's say you got wood and you need to unload and it's got splinters in it. Well, good thick gloves can protect you from that. And, like furniture sometimes has sharp edges too. Hard to hold on to it when you're in pain. Oh, what now? So you think that's a ridiculous use of gloves? Well, get a load of this hammer. That complicated device actually has a warning. As an example, I'm going to read to you here because it's scuffed up a little bit. Warning: users and bystanders should wear safety goggles, gloves, and appropriate personal protective equipment while this tool is in use. Can cause bodily injury if operated improperly. Keep out of the reach of children. Go ahead, pick up your hammer and read the back of it. Which leads us to the number 8 reason to wear gloves. And don't worry, we're starting with the simple ones here. The juicy ones are just around the corner. But number 8 reason is to avoid blisters. Like if you're doing some kind of repetitive work, right? Like raking the lawn for hours. Well, getting a big blister is going to take all the fun out of it, and you probably do a shabby job. The number 7 reason to wear gloves: chemical exposure. Now go ahead and Google it and you'll find out there are those like Joe Rogan that enjoy a certain kind of chemical exposure. But you ever think of the chemicals you might be absorbing into your skin that ain't good for you? Like these various cleaning solvents I recently tested. And if you're a member of our Merv Serve DIY Club, you'll recall that in this video we stressed using the right kind of gloves with the right kind of chemicals. Because some of them actually eat right through certain kinds of rubber, and you can get what they call contact dermatitis and all sorts of other poisoning. No kidding. So contact dermatitis is caused by exposure to a variety of cleaning products, soaps, or maybe just due to an allergy you might not even be aware of. Chemicals can be hazardous to your health. Don't absorb them into your body. Okay? The number 6 reason to wear gloves: heat and cold. If you're working near a car's engine, for example, you want to be protected from the heat of that engine, which is why you should always keep a pair of gloves in the car. Or changing a tire on a cold wintry day. Well, gloves will make the job a heck of a lot more enjoyable if they're protecting you from the heat and the cold. One of my favorites is coming up here, but first look here, a pro tip. Label your gloves like I do. All right, it'll help you avoid a lot of problems. The number 5 reason to wear gloves, and one of my favorites, by the way, is electric shock. The right kind of gloves can even protect you against high voltage. And personally, I like being safe from electrocution. I don't know about you. DeMille, you like being safe from electrocution? Yeah, me too. And by the way, if you ain't never watched Professor John Kelly on the Weber Auto YouTube channel. I highly recommend it. That guy is seriously one of my heroes, and it's a great channel to learn from. He's the reason I first learned about special electrician's gloves, and the right kind can even protect you from high voltage and save your life, like what we talked about earlier. And by the way, we'll put links to every kind of glove we talk about in this video, as well as some you never dreamed of, in the description below. The number 4 reason to wear gloves is gloves do protect you against communicable diseases, which if you're working in a bathroom or a kitchen, why not wear gloves? The number 3 reason to wear gloves. Well, let's forget about your own personal protection for just a New York minute and consider protecting the thing you might be working on. Oils from your hands can tarnish certain objects over time and leave unsightly, greasy fingerprints. Like recently, Merv Jr. and I had to hang this fancy chandelier at old lady Flatchenbelcher's house, and each little crystal had to be attached to that chandelier. If we wasn't wearing gloves, that thing would be all smeared with our fingerprints. Plus, if it comes crashing down on old lady Flatchenbelcher, there ain't gonna be no evidence that we was ever there. The number 2 reason to wear gloves, gripping ability. These nitrile gloves that I wear when dealing with delicate parts or the cat's meow, you can manipulate small objects with them just like a surgeon. And if your fingertips are dried out and you ever had to try to handle a tiny little screw, it can get away from you real easy. But the rubbery coating on certain gloves helps you to keep a good grip on things. Which, by the way, talking about slippery objects, I performed my own appendectomy with gloves similar to these, but don't you try it. Not for mortals. Which leads us to the number 1 reason to wear gloves. Superhuman strength. Now, you probably heard me say this in some of my DIY videos. Grippy gloves give you superhuman strength. Superhuman strength. And for stuff like this, gloves give you superhuman strength. Yeah, there. You hear that? Yeah, that was me saying it. And it's not that much of an exaggeration, really. The right gloves truly do help you with the feats of strength that are sometimes required with DIY projects. Grabbing something, giving it a strong twist. Like, for example, think about how hard it is to open a stuck jar until you grab it with one of them rubbery jar doilies. It's the same principle, so gloves can certainly make you stronger. And there you got my top 10 good reasons to wear gloves, but the kinds of gloves available to you are nearly endless. And Marty's typing up a list what we're gonna put beneath the video. Be sure to check it out, and if you know of an unusual glove that we forgot, share it with us in the comments section below. This is Merv himself. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you next time. DeMille, where's my PBR?